I'm Tom from DrumWise. This video is about repairing the Roland FD-8 foot pedal. There are lots of videos online about how to do a quick fix on this. You apply Vaseline to the rubber hammer that's inside. It does work, but it only works for about a week and then the problem comes back. So unless you want to keep taking it to bits and applying Vaseline, this video will show you how to actually fix it once and for all, and you'll get several more years use out of it with a new part directly from Roland. So the part itself is about 15 to 20 pounds. You can get it directly from Roland Spares, and it's about a 5-10 minute job to take this pedal apart and fit it. It's really not difficult at all. Here we have two Roland FD-8 foot pedals. One's been repaired and one hasn't. You can quite easily tell just from hearing the action of the pedal which one is broken. This one has a fairly smooth movement, and this one quite noisy and metallic sounding. This is the broken unit. So you only really need a few tools to be able to do this job. First of all, you need the new spare part from Roland. That comes with an exploded view of the pedal, and attached to that document there is a little bag with grease in it which needs to be applied to the new hammer. We then also need some kind of screwdriver, a bit of grease or WD-40, and just a paper towel just in case you make a mess. So the first job is to take off the plastic housing. You have to undo these two screws here by hand to take it off. Turn the pedal over, and there are 7 screws that go through to the plastic casing. Let's undo all of these. Turn the pedal over, and the footboard will spring up, but be very careful that you pull the plastic away from the footboard before releasing the footboard right back, simply because underneath here there's a little ribbon circuit board and you do not want to break that in any way. Obviously this will have had quite a lot of use. This person clearly had a dog. There's lots of dog hair. And the bit we want to replace is actually in here. So we don't want to touch any of this apart from giving it a clean. So I'm just going to give it a quick vacuum. You don't need to do this, but I'm going to. Next, we need to take the old rubber hammer out. Now, some will just pull off, but this one, I imagine, it's been on there for a while. Is a bit stiff. So the little trick that I have is use a bit of spray. I use WD-40, or you can use like a silicone based spray. Just be a bit careful that you don't get it on all the circuit board. Just spray it around this little hole. And this is where our paper towel comes in handy, so that we don't get it all over everything. Just put that under there. Give it a bit of a wiggle. And it will start to loosen in the centre. Give it another little spray. Another wiggle. Be very gentle here because it's quite easy to snap the circular mount that it goes around, and there you go, it pulls off. So that's the old hammer which goes around this little circular bracket here. So, take off the old hammer. There's our new part. Just quickly mop up any extra oil that's in there. Now before we put the hammer on, this is very important, Roland give you a little bit of grease. And you need to apply this to the hammer. So it wants to go on this back part of the hammer here. The way I do it is I rip the bag open down the side. I actually put the hammer inside the bag and apply it to the back of the hammer. I'm just going to pause for a second just to show you the difference between the two hammers. So the old hammer has no flex. The new one, loads of flex. So we put the actuator or the hammer back in the housing, facing up into the gap. Turn it back over. Repeat this procedure, put this down and just slide it underneath. Push it all down. Try and hold it together while you turn it over. I find that the middle bottom screw is the best one to get in first. Finally, put the two screws back in. And there we have it, one fixed FD-8.